I love Christmas films. I love films about dogs. I was definitely looking forward to A Dog's Tale, also known as A Christmas Tale, and I'm pleased to say it's a decent film. This was released in 2000. It's directed by Craig Clyde, and it's written by Clive, Bryce W. Fillmore, and James Hennessy. And we have a cast including Clayton Taylor as Tim, and we also have Casey playing Tim the dog. I'll talk more about why Tim is also a dog in a moment, but according to IMDb, Casey has also played Buddy the dog in The Sons of Mistletoe, and also Mowgli in Dog Park, Pal in Wind at My Back, and there's not a character name, but apparently Casey appeared in Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco, which is a delightful film. So if you like the dog in this film, the dog's also been in some other things as well, which is always really lovely to see. And Tim is a dog because he wishes for a dog, but it kind of backfires and he accidentally becomes a dog. And he has to work out how to become a human boy again while learning some lessons along the way. It is a sweet story. It is great fun. To begin with, the voiceover narration is really annoying, but it does make sense once he becomes a dog, because obviously when he's a dog he can't talk, so we don't know what he's thinking, so the voiceover narration does work then. However, I would rather it was a child's voice, or Tim's voice, because it's actually Tim much later telling the story, and I'd rather, instead of somebody telling the story and explaining what was happening, I'd rather we were hearing Tim the dog's voice in the moment. That would have made it a little bit less irritating, and it would have made it a lot more sense as well. It would have definitely have served a specific purpose, i.e. giving Tom the dog a voice. Whereas telling us the story with a voiceover narration, it doesn't work. So yes, it's the dog's voice, but no, I don't like it as narration. So it could have been done differently and it would have been a better experience, but that's maybe personal preference. The dog is very, very sweet. Tim is a very likeable character. We do have some beautiful shots of the dog and some other animals, and we have some great camera work and lighting and music. We have a nice range of locations. It's not particularly festive. It is wintry. I don't think it would get you into the Christmas spirit. Certainly there are better films to choose if you are looking for something specifically to get you into the holiday spirit. But nevertheless, A Christmas Tale or A Dog's Tale is a sweet film with a beautiful dog. The only thing I don't like is the voiceover narration. Again, had it been the voice of young Tim at the time, that would have made sense. But telling it as a story with a voiceover narration rather than it specifically being Tim's voice, it didn't work very well. But that aside, it's not a huge issue. I still enjoyed the film, and if you like films about dogs, then I'd say A Dog's Tale or A Christmas Tale is one that's certainly worth watching.